Harshitha. Welcome. And thank you for
Hi.
taking some time to do this exit interview with us. We are so happy to announce that, guys, those of you who are watching, Harshitha over here has just got a job as an associate test analyst. She took our test analyst program. She was on dependent pass in Singapore. She was really worried at first when she was about to take this program. And today she has announced that she's got a job. So we are here. We are going to speak to her. We're going to ask her about her experience. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm going to hand it over to Harshita. So Harshita, once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Reshma. I think I have to say thanks to you also because you are the one I first contacted with.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, from there to here, I think. So I'm thanking to you first.
No worries. You're most welcome. I'm so happy that you got a job. And so the first question I have for you is there, can you briefly introduce yourself, your background, what was your qualification, a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a Harshita. I'm Harshita. I have completed my engineering electronics and communication engineering. It's almost like 9 years back.
Right.
After that, because of my personal life, I didn't join any job also. And after now my kids were little small only, but still I want to start my career. When I'm thinking about career, anyway, I want to go to software field because of my educational background is the
Yeah.
engineering anyway. So I'm thinking to start some career, and when I'm finding 1 year almost, I'm finding what to do in Singapore because I'm a dependent person in Singapore.
Exactly.
Because in Singapore, dependent pass, getting job is very difficult for dependent pass. So I'm thinking what to do. I have to do some certifications or some courses to get a job because without experience, they will not consider. With the dependent pass, the people will not consider also. So when I'm
Exactly.
thinking, I am Googling only. I found the industry current through Google, not from any of the people. When I'm Google, I saw the testimonials and everything. And some people from Singapore, whoever, after like me only, whoever gave the interviews before, I think, from them only, I saw these testimonials and I thought maybe I can give it try. I can try with this. Let's see how it goes. So I
Awesome.
registered with that and I contacted you, call me. I didn't took a more time also. Before industry joining Industry Connect, I took more time to research what to do.
Yes, I
So
remember.
finally, when I contacted you, I'm ready to join. That's why I contacted you. So immediately I joined through, and the training was very good. In the training period, from basics onwards, everything was started. Like whoever don't know what is testing, also they can easily learn in the way they can explain. The tutors will
Awesome.
explain in a way that everyone can understand in easy language. And even I am from my background, I have a Java, some courses, but that is also 9 months, 9 years back. I completely forgot. But still, whenever they're saying, it's like a triggering to me. I can easily catch the words. I think I can
Right.
understand this all. So after training, it was completely, they will train what to do and what some tools and explain them. And directly they will leave into the internship. In the internship, you know that the task we are assigned, we have to do by ourselves, which
Yeah.
was the more knowledge we gain through. Because I am
Right.
doing by myself where we have to gain, because when we research by doing myself, I got more knowledge than training period. So there itself,
Right.
yeah, when I'm doing the task, when I'm trying to get the all the coding, programming, everything, then only I think I okay. When I'm clearing
That's
this, when I'm interview also, people was the interview surprised that how come you learn everything in these 5 months. Then I say,
wow.
then I say, yeah, this was all learned from these 5 months only, not before also. This was everything learned from these 5 months only, I said to him.
Oh, great. So, how did you find the 6 weeks? Because it's an online program, right, Harshita? So, a lot of people are very worried about online. When it's online, they're like, how do I learn? Will I understand? Will I be able to ask questions? So, in your first 6 weeks of the training with Industry Connect, how did you find it? In a short few lines, how did you find your 6 weeks of training with Industry Connect?
Training was very good. After the class, it's like a 2 hours class. After the
Yeah,
class, they will leave half an hour for the doubts. So if anyone have any doubts, we can ask in that half an hour. They will explain each and everything. That's not a worry, I think. That,
awesome.
yeah.
That's good for me to know from your perspective, because it's always important for us to hear from another person's perspective, the participant's perspective. So how was the transition from the 6 weeks when you moved on to the internship, like from Industry Connect to MVP Studio? How did you find that transition?
Initially, first task which I did, first day itself, like I have to download some to
Yeah,
everything, right? That day I feel I'm not able to download everything correctly. So I feel maybe I can't do this internship correctly. It was very disappointed the first day only, I thought. But later on, when we started, it was interesting. If you feel that interesting, it is easy to learn. So I
exactly.
I feel that it is very interesting. So I'm more into every day. Even I'm doing the work. I have a small kids, and when my kids are
Right.
coming back from school, I'm doing my housework at the same time. I'm thinking maybe next step what should I do? Next step what should I do? And when I feel get an idea, I come back to my system and implement that idea and go back again. Like that, I completed my task and all.
You are a superwoman, super mummy, super housewife, and you're also a super student, I would have to say. You gave it your best, Harshita. Maybe that speaks for the success that you have just achieved today. So, in terms of so the transition was smooth from 6 weeks of training to to MVP Studio. Your transition was smooth, but what were the highlights for you during the internship? You know, we run all these additional workshops like employability, life skills, scrum meetings
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes. How
yeah.
did you, what were the highlights for you?
Yeah, mostly I joined for this tech chit chat only
Aha.
because that is the time we suits for Singapore time. Because rest of the time meetings are at morning time, which I didn't join
Yes.
mostly. And your one is there that life skills, which gives us so much of motivation. Which are
Oh, thank
the
you.
people who are demotivated, they will get this motivation that we have to work hard, we have to achieve one day. I'm also like the one same earlier, but when I joined this, I thought no, we have a time. We can use maybe these skills. No, if not now, we can use later also.
Of
Whatever we
course.
learn now. So first we have to think is learning. Learning is important. That gives
Very true.
yeah, and keep applying. We have to keep applying, keep trying. That's it.
So true. And so, like in terms of, you were talking about Tech Chit Chat, Harshita. What
Mm.
did you learn from Tech Chit Chat? How useful was Tech Chit Chat for you? Since that was according, I mean, timing wise, it suited you quite well.
Mm.
How did you make use of Tech Chit Chat? How did you find it?
The tech cheaters was Aman who handled that. And
Hmm.
yeah, he's also my mentor for my task also. He was very
Wow.
cooperative. I think very cooperative, Aman. He is. So
Aman,
he
shout out to
provided
you when you watch this.
the
Aman, shout out. Please watch this.
he
Continue there.
provided me the material for the task also. If I have some execution some some concept which I'm lack of, he gave me the
Right.
material to provide prep, so I can read and easily I can implement them also. So Bruno,
Wonderful.
Galen, Aman, everyone is very good. They gave me so much of knowledge in this case, in this testing.
Oh, great. So good to hear. I mean, they'll be very happy to hear that you've made it, Harshita. Aman, Gail, and Bruno, if you guys are watching this, this is Harshita, and I'm sure you all recognize her. So I'm happy to know that you made use of the tech chit chat. So, guys, for those of you watching, if you're wondering what Harshita is talking about, tech chit chat is an additional value added session provided by IC when you're on the internship. Tech chit chat is like a session, it's a 1 hour session. According to the timetable, you join in and then you have your master IT mentor there to clear any IT doubt you have with regards to your internship or any concept that you don't understand. That is the session for you to attend. So Harshita made full use of that session, I hear. And probably that's why she said that Aman helped her with her concepts and everything, because when you join those tech chit chat sessions, you get to meet someone live on screen and ask them questions, you know, if you're stuck on your internship task. So that's a good way for you to clear your doubts. So what, any special moments you have to mention, Harshita, with your time in this whole journey of 5 to 6 months? Special moments for you. Is there anything that you would mention that's special?
Everything is special because this is the first job I landed in and no experience at all. So everything is special to me. I will never forget this journey. And everyone gave me energy. Like Aman in the tech tutor, want to mention that one session he completely is allocated for the interview questions, which like because now we are using the agile methodology here. Completely how to
Yes.
relate this agile we are using into the interview questions. How we this like a for interview question they will ask many questions, right? So how to
Yes.
relate that questions to our internship, how to match, how to answer. That is also very useful for me. Before they only I watched that video and next day my interview. So it was very helpful to me also.
Wow, wonderful. Aman really did guide you through. So, Aman, this is kudos to you. I think you will be very happy to hear. This is your mentee, I should say. So,
Yeah,
Harshita, I definitely will pass your note to him if he's going to
yeah,
watch this video as
I
well.
message him as well. Yeah.
Awesome. So now, lastly, Harshita, to wrap this up, can you tell us what would be, there are many people like you, many ladies or even men who, if like they're on dependent pass or they are foreigners in Singapore, they are very skeptical. They're of course afraid, which we don't blame them for. What would you like to tell them? Anyone who's thinking of taking this program and they have a doubt whether they'll be able to make it, what would you like to tell them? What would your advice be to anyone out there thinking?
I can say that in Singapore, actually, dependent pass is very tough. I can see through because even now, the people who are having 10 years experience, current experience also didn't get the job.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we have to keep trying because opportunities are there, but we have to find it. We have to search for it correct in the correct way. We have to apply through all the portals. Anything can, someone can call in some time. So we have to keep trying
Exactly. And
and
I like
update
what you
our
said.
skills by the time. We have to
Of
update our
course.
skills. Yeah.
Of course. And I like what you said about it, Rajita. You were saying that the person who actually interviewed you was shocked and asked you, how did you learn all these things in 5 months?
Mm.
So
Mm.
if they are worried about joining Industry Connect, the one thing that we can definitely tell them, I'll tell you guys if when you guys are watching, is that nothing comes easy. But what you gain at Industry Connect will be very valuable to give you that hands-on experience, to give you extra value-added coping skills, like Aman helped you with interview questions and all that. So these are the kind of extra support that you guys can expect to get from Industry Connect, moving on to MVP Studio as well. So like Harshita, she took a leap of faith and today she's landed what she's at. I think it has got to do a lot to do with your mindset, Harshita. You're also very positive. You believe, okay, it will happen. I know you told me when you started you had no hope at all,
No hope.
but
Yeah.
but I think along the way you built it because you realize that hey, it's helping. But although the program is good, you have to put in 100% too. So I think you also put in a lot of your time and effort and motivation into your tasks and whatever you're doing. So I think that also showed in your results so
Yeah.
fast,
You
right?
actually Industry Connect gives the tools what we have to with the current people using and whatever they are using now. But
Yeah,
the person also should learn it in the right way. We have to give our
of
time to learn
course.
it also. And but Industry Connect this 5 everything I learned in this 5 months only. But it's like every job we can apply to many jobs. Not only
Yeah,
the automation testing, you can try manual also. You can try performance testing also. Everything you can try with this knowledge we gained from this Industry Connect now, from this past 5 months
great.
of time. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. It's so good talking to you, Aishita. I mean, thank you for taking your time because this video, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I've had many people, dependent past, very worried, and you are a spark of hope, a glimpse. Like in Singapore, okay, I'm a housewife or I don't have a job yet. I will be able to. There's some hope. And I
Yeah.
think hope is a very important factor. The moment you believe, you will work towards it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thank you for your time. I know you have taken about a few minutes out of your day and we really appreciate it. Keep in touch with us. You're
Thank
always going to
you.
be a very special member in Industry Connect and MVP Studio, Harshita. So
Yeah.
keep in touch and all the best in your career, future endeavors. I'm sure you're going to achieve even greater heights.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Reshma. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Harshita. So with that, I'll end the interview and we'll catch with you soon again. All right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Bye.
Harshita. Bye bye.
Bye.